Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on European Confessions. There is a message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it comes from a WhatsApp voice note that I received last night. Guys, this WhatsApp voice note, it was really scary, but I had to listen to it over and over again so that I'll be able to give you this narration. So this is the translation of that narration that was comes from that WhatsApp voice note that I received. The narration reads like this. Okay, let me send you a short WhatsApp voice note. Well, I used to stay in this area that is called Mapuku, a township that is found in Harare. Whilst I was staying in Mapuku, I had a shop that I opened up in the CBD. This shop, it was in Kaguvi Street. When I was operating this shop, what I used to do is that I was selling aftermarket car parts, and business was really bad. Other shops, they were making a profit, but as for my shop, people were actually avoiding my shop. I had so much bad luck. When I found out that business was really bad, I then spoke with my friend who came up with a suggestion. One day my friend said that it is far much better that we go to Chipinge, and once we have traveled to Chipinge, we will go and meet up with Sekurundunge. Sekurundunge was a very powerful traditional healer that was found in Chipinge. So me and my friend, we then got onto the bus and we went to Chipinge. When we arrived there, we then went into the consultation room and we were given 2 tokologies. I was given 2 tokologies, but I think that I was lied to, because when these tokologies were given to me, I was told that these tokologies, they were female and male, but later on I found out that this was not the truth. So the rules that were given to me at that time, when I was now being turned to become a ritualist so that I can start making money, I was told that the most important rule that I had to follow was that on the 25th or on the 31st of each and every month, I was not allowed to sleep in my own house. No matter what, I was not allowed to sleep in my house. So I was allowed to go and spend some time at the nightclub, drink beer until the next morning, but I should have never made a mistake to sleep anywhere that is a house. I was only allowed to sleep in a nightclub or to sleep in my car. I kept on doing this, my brother, until one day I finally forgot about this rule, and the next morning when I woke up, I saw that I had made that grave mistake. I woke up in my own house. That is how the rules were broken. So these tokologies, as we are speaking right now, they killed my own wife. And the problem that I am now facing is that these tokologies, they are terrorizing me. If they were only terrorizing me, it was far much better. But they are now sleeping with me. They are actually sodomizing me. They are acting as if I am their wife. They do whatever they want with my body, and they sleep with me the other way around. And right now, the challenge that I am facing is that I can't even control my back muscles anymore. If I try to fart just like what a normal human being can do, I'll find myself not farting but pooping myself. These tokologies, when they complain, they say that they were bought in South Africa. They are from South Africa. My brother, I am tired. These things are terrorizing me each and every night. Sometimes what these tokologies do is that they come into my house and they will tell me that they want to play. They can tell me that they want to play with me soccer. Sometimes they will say to me, I want you to play a pornographic video for me, and this I have to do throughout the night. And I am tired, my brother. Right now, the state of mind that I am in right now, I do not care anymore. Even if it means that I am going to lose my house, if I am going to lose my car, if I am going to lose my business, so be it. I am tired. I do not want to do this anymore. Please, if there is anyone who goes to the White Garment Prophet, they can come and assist me. If there is anyone who is a traditional healer, please, I beg you, come and assist me. If there is anyone who is a pastor, please come and pray for me. As we are speaking right now, I do not have a choice. They say that beggars do not have the opportunity to. They say that beggars cannot choose, and I am in that state of mind right now. I can't even choose. Whatever people are going to say, that is what I am going to do. I am tired. I want to give my life to Christ, but I do not even know where to start, because these theologies, they are terrorizing me day and night. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our listeners. Our brother sent this message to me as a WhatsApp voice note. Then I had to listen to it. It was such a scary voice note. But anyway, I had to share this voice note with you. There is another story that I want to share with you guys. The message reads like this. So there is another message that I want to share with you guys, and this message, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. The translation of that message reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? I am a young woman who is only aged 19 years old. This thing that happened to me, it happened to me when I was only 16 years old, when I was about to write my O-level exams. That was when this thing happened to me. So my brother, at that time, after I had turned 15, my parents, they started fighting a lot. And the more that they fought, the more that I saw that my parents were going to be separated. My father was already dating another woman. When my mother found out about this relationship, because of the heartbreak, she then left us, and we heard that she had traveled to South Africa. That is where she is still right now. And she keeps on telling me that I should come and join her. But I have some bitterness because of the way that she left us. When she left our family home, then my father started staying with his new wife, who was my stepmom. She used to mistreat me a lot. Most of the times she would cook with her child and they would eat. When my father would return back from work, my stepmom would lie to my father that they had already given me something to eat. Life was just terrible. Most of the times I would spend my time with this other new friend of mine. This friend of mine, she was really naughty, my brother. I knew that she was naughty, but she was the one who was able to give me at least some food. The more that I started hanging around with her, by the time that I had reached 16, the more that I started dating guys that were older than I was. And after that, my brother, she then invited me to her cousin sister's place, which was in Gweru. So this cousin sister of hers, she is also doing this business of sleeping around and being given money by rich blessers. So she told me that we were supposed to go to Gweru. Well, we got onto the taxi and we went to Gweru. When I arrived in Gweru, I then found out that they were having a house party, and this was like the first time for me to ever attend a place where there was a house party. Everything that was being done there, it was just terrible. Everyone was just sleeping with each other all over the house. I was quite desperate. Then there was one man who was late for the party. When this guy came, he targeted me, and I saw that he was the one who was sponsoring the party, because all the women that were inside that house, they were all over him. I watched them, my brother, 5 of them, as they surrounded him and they started making love with him all at once. This was really gross to me. But this guy, he then said that he wanted me, but I refused. When I told him that I had never slept with a man before, he got so excited. And the reason as to why he had gotten so excited, it was because he wanted to use me. So he told me that he wanted me to become his future wife, which I didn't believe, and which I saw that it didn't make any sense, because here I was only 16 and this man, he was more than 50, so it was not going to work. Then this guy, he kept on calling me and giving me money until he traveled at the place where I was staying with my stepmom at that time. He came and he met with me, and at that time I was suffering a lot and I didn't want to stay with my stepmom anymore. So I then ran away from home. This guy, he took me and he took me to his house. I then started staying with this guy. And when I was staying with him, I wondered as to why he was not sleeping with me, because I thought that this is what a man is supposed to do. When you have decided to take a woman to be your wife, that is what you are supposed to do. But this guy, he avoided me at all costs, until one night when he came back home with some guys that I could not even understand. So after preparing a meal for them, these guys, they started drinking their beer, and I watched some movies with them. They were quite strange, and when I was feeling not safe, I then went into the bedroom and I waited for him. Later in the evening, the guy then came and he said that I was supposed to go downstairs with him. So we went downstairs. When we went downstairs, my brother, I was shocked when we went downstairs, I got the shock of my life, because I saw that all those men, they had actually changed all of their clothes and they were all dressed in red. This really shocked me, because even on the floor there was a red, sort of like a garment, like the one that is used in the red garment church. That is the garment that they had. One of it, they had placed it against the wall, creating more like an altar. Then the other garment, they had placed it on the floor. All of these guys, they were sitting on that red garment that they had laid on the floor, and all of them, they were barefooted. They didn't have anything, and they were wearing those long dresses that were red in color as well. In the middle of that red garment, there was a candle that was burning. Then that guy, he actually grabbed me, and he started saying that he wanted to make me my wife, and if I was going to agree to becoming his wife, if I was not going to fight with him, then I was going to enjoy for the rest of my life. So my brother, I was really scared and nervous as to what was happening, because the time that I saw that there was a knife that was inside another clay plate, I thought that these people, they were going to do something bad to me, like kill me and harvest my body parts. So I tried to fight with him. And when I tried to fight with him, it seemed as if he was even excited with the way that I was pushing him away. He grabbed me, my brother, and he pulled me to the ground. That was when he started abusing me. As he was abusing me, we were sleeping, and he was sleeping on top of me. And those men that he had invited, they were actually standing. What they did is that they just lifted their red garments, and then they pulled out their manhoods. Underneath, they were not wearing anything. So as that man was busy abusing me, those men, they were actually playing with their manhoods, and they were just spraying me all over with their seed. And they did this, my brother, over and over again. One by one, they kept on doing this. But for 6 straight hours, I was abused, my brother, until I started vomiting because I was in pain. That was when they left me. The man just lifted me up and he took me to his bedroom, where he told me that he now wanted to make me his wife. But after a couple of months, this guy, he dumped me. And the way that he dumped me, I don't know why I even agreed to leave his house, because right there, that was when I was supposed to go and inform the police about this abuse that happened to me. But I found myself on the street, not complaining, holding the bunch of money that he had given me. This guy, when he kicked me out of his house, when he said that he didn't love me anymore, he gave me $800 and he said that I want you to go and start a small business so that you can be okay. I was still very young at that time. I thought that this was a lot of money. 800 to a 16-year-old, it is quite a lot of money. But my brother, that money quickly finished before I could do anything about it. Right now, I am currently working as a housemaid, but there is too much bitterness in my heart, especially towards my mom, because I blame her, even though she had given up on her marriage. But at least she was supposed to fight for her kids. But my mom, she just saw it fit to run away from her marriage. Right now, she's working there in South Africa. Sometimes she tries to speak with me, but I do not find any strength to respond to her because I have so much bitterness in my heart. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear sister. such a sad story, such a sad story. Please let us talk about this issue in the comment section.